Hey guys, it's me. So what you're about to see is a panel that we did at the Long Island Retro Game Expo this past weekend. We like going there because it's our hometown. It's a fun time. We recorded it pretty guerrilla style, so it's a little rough. I think it came out good. I think it sounds good. And I think it was worth posting. The only note I'll give you is that we passed a mic around the audience, and that mic wasn't on for the first half. So the audience, when they're asking us questions, they might sound a little rough at first, but it gets better, I promise. So please enjoy the panel from the Long Island Retro Game Expo. Hi, everybody.
We're starting now.
Hello.
Pay attention to us.
Oh, we were supposed to talk to you before. We were supposed to talk to him before we started.
Oh.
We were supposed to talk to you before we started. I'm sorry. I completely forgot. We have a microphone.
Yes.
We're gonna pass that around. If you, we're recording everything.
Yes.
So, sorry, you're on camera. We'll be talking to you guys, I'm sure. We have a camera. A microphone we'll pass around if you want to ask us any questions. Just talking to that so that we can have it for our recording. That is an old TeePublic shirt that you might still be able to get on TeePublic. It's
we could have this one for $1,000.
There you go.
So, yeah, thank you for being here.
Yeah.
We did a panel 2 months ago.
At Too Many Games.
At Too Many Games. It went great. We brought all of this stuff to record it, and none of it worked. Everything failed. I think we managed to salvage it, but I still never edited it and posted it. So hopefully this we can actually use. So thanks for being here. Is anybody not from Long Island? Oh my God, a lot of people. Okay.
Okay.
We'd like to hear from you guys.
Yes.
I figured this
Only you guys.
I figured this would be a very Long Island podcast.
Yeah.
Anyway, what do we want to talk about before we get started with opening up the questions?
The Knicks. No. The title of the panel was Handheld Gaming in 2026. So I am going to go off of that, unless.
No, that's fine.
Okay, good.
You literally just got a Switch 2. So you're just now experiencing what?
Yes, it survived flooding in my basement. So anyone wants to know.
I'm gonna do. I think when we're gonna be away soon, and I want to do an episode where I interview people that I know, like other YouTubers, and ask them what they primarily play on. And I feel like a lot of that's gonna be Switch 2.
Yeah.
A lot of it's gonna be lying.
Yes.
But
well, I think a lot of it's going to be Switch 2 because.
A lot of the people I know are Switch 2 people.
Well, it's a year old, so it still is like the newest thing. People are more and more people are getting their hands on it, so they want to spend time with it. Like that's what I'm doing. I haven't touched my Steam Deck or anything else since I got it because I'm like determined to get my money's worth out of this thing.
Okay.
So, and it has so far I've gotten my money's worth out of it.
What are you doing on it?
Right now, I am playing Mario Kart World with the children.
Okay, that's reasonable.
Yes, and when I can pry it away from them, I'm trying to get through Metroid Prime 4, which I'm enjoying, but like I have not had time to like really like sit down and play.
Okay.
So,
but you, how far are you into Metroid Prime 4?
I am right before you get Viola.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's about. I got Viola and then I stopped.
Okay.
Basically. I liked what I played.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it so far. I'm sure there's some weird twist or whatever, but
Yeah.
we'll get there.
I have so many different handhelds that
I know.
are always moving.
Well, okay, so State of Handheld in 2026. Traditionally, the handheld game was the entry point because it was the cheapest thing. The games were cheaper. They were simpler games.
It was easy to get for the kids to shut them up.
Exactly.
While you're driving around Hawaii and they don't want to be there.
Yeah, Dad. But like nowadays, the handheld, I mean, I guess the Switch 2 is like still cheaper, but like you look at all the other handhelds out there and they're just as expensive, if not more so, than a console.
Right.
So like, where does that leave handheld gaming?
Unfortunately, it's horrible. I just saw a picture of the Legion Go S in, I think, Costco, and it was $1,700.
Yeah.
That was the cheap one.
Yeah.
That was the same price. That was a little more than a Steam Deck.
Yeah.
At the time, and it was like it's a little more powerful, so maybe. But no, now it's absolutely worthless.
And then I know we all know about like the Anbernics and the Retroids and the Miyus and whatnot, but that's still very much like a niche market because like they're not sold in Walmarts and Best Buys yet. They're from overseas, so they're not technically legal, and they like load the ROMs on it.
So that's where I thought this industry was going to die because all of these Chinese companies were loading systems up with pirated stuff.
Yeah.
I thought, someone would catch on and get that banned or something.
Yeah.
That's where I thought was going to be the end of the industry. But now
Yeah.
it seems like the end is just pricing us out.
Yeah.
Because these things are just not as... they're not a quick decision anymore. It's not like, oh, $50 and I can play whatever game I want. Okay, I'll buy that. No, now everything's way too much money.
Yeah.
So it makes it a lot less fun. And this is the panel we did at Too Many Games. We complained the whole time about how expensive everything is.
Yeah.
So anyway.
Well, even here, like I'm determined to get games for my kids because I'm going to give them the old Switch. But like Switch games are still just as expensive now as they were like 5-6 years ago. Like those games are retaining their value much better than like handheld games from when we were kids.
The retro market has been inflating for a while.
Yeah.
I think, would you say it's stagnating now?
Stagnating, but like still high.
Things are never going to go down.
Right.
They're always going to just keep going up and up.
Yeah.
In fact, we can hope for a plateau, and that's about it.
Yeah.
We just heard that we're going to start getting graphics cards that are 4 gigabytes.
4 gigabytes.
So that's getting smaller. I saw that NVIDIA is working on making it so that your SSD can be VRAM now.
Yes. We did the podcast on Tuesday, Wulff Den podcast, Tuesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern, twitch.tv/Wulff Den, youtube.com/Wulff Den podcast. I got home and I just like checked Blue Sky real quick. Right as I open it, motherboard's now going up in price. And like,
yeah, I mean, that seemed inevitable.
Yeah.
Every component on a computer is going to be $1 million.
You can't win.
Yeah.
So then I guess that brings the question around to where do you get your gaming from if the current crop of stuff is just too damn
Whatever you
expensive?
have currently. So I think it's cool that like lower powered hardware, like my computer that I got in like 2019 is still like doing good.
Yeah.
So the most popular graphics card is still a 3060, which is what I bought my computer with back then.
So then I guess it falls on the game developers to make sure that their games are still playable on old hardware for years to come.
And I think that's great because we're getting a bunch of Steam games running on phones now.
It's great, but like game developers don't listen to us,
but out of desperation, we're creating all these cool technologies that'll make it so that we can play stuff on dog shit, basically.
But like, think about the last Batman game that came out, Legacy of the Dark Knight, like that's struggling to run on lower end PCs, and that's a game that should not.
There's always going to be outliers, but I think we're going to move towards games that are going to start running really good on crap.
But I think the problem we run into is like they want, like the AAA publishers, they want their games to look the best because if it looks the best, that entices you to go out and buy it in their minds. And then you get the game and you play it on your like 10-year-old PC and it doesn't look as good as it does the commercials, and that creates a disconnect. And they don't want that. So it would just be easier for them if you all own PlayStation 5 Pros and you all played your games on 8K TVs.
Also,
so it's your fault.
They fart the games out.
Yes.
Because they just want to get it out. They half-ass it and they'll patch it later, which is going to be a problem if everybody's got low-end stuff. But I think that's something they'll realize and they'll fix going forward. I think they'll realize that if they have very low system requirements, more people will be able to play. Right now, Marvel Tokon, that game runs like shit on PC for some reason, and I don't know why. It shouldn't. It's a perfectly average game.
Games used to run bad on PC because like every PC is different. They have to accommodate for everybody's PC aside from a console, because you make it for one PS5, you make it for everybody's PS5.
Yeah.
So
why don't we open it up?
Okay.
You think it's we talked enough now?
10 minutes.
AJ, there's a switch on there. No, not that switch. Don't press that button.
Not this one.
No.
Which one?
That one. Yes. Is the light still blue on it?
Is the light still blue? Where?
Thank you. You're good. No, you're good. You're good. Just leave it like that and raise your hand if you got a question. Pass the mic to that guy.
What is it? You.
Blue shirt.
Yeah.
No, you don't have to get up. Just like pass it along.
Yeah.
Pass it along.
Go through it. No. Oh, I should have did that.
Hello. So you're gonna have to talk loud so that we can hear you.
Yeah.
That's fine. So speaking of the retro handhelds and the contemporary stuff, First question, I guess, is have you played the Pokemon Gen 1 Recomp yet?
Yes.
And have you played it on any of the handhelds, and do you have like a preference?
So I have limited experience. I went away last weekend, and I had the RG Flip with me, Rotate.
Rotate.
I had the RG Rotate with me, and I put it on that, and it runs like shit on that. The 3D mod runs not that good. Yes. It runs okay. It's like a little choppy, but like it's all right for what it is. Then on the bonus episode of last week's podcast, we put it on the computer that was at the studio, and it looked awesome and it ran awesome. Yeah. So I'm gonna keep messing with it because they keep getting better and better. Every day I look at Twitter, there's a new mod for the Pokemon Decomp, and everything looks awesome. The last one I saw one today that. Oh, the VR one. The VR one I saw today, where like you just like stretch out the bounds and you can like look in like Vermilion City and like go around and stuff. And it looks awesome. Yeah, it looks awesome. But also I saw there's a mod where you can take the Pokemon Stadium animations and the characters in Pokemon Stadium. Yeah, the models. And you can just put that in the game. And that looks awesome. So it's like a little janky, but like that's part of the fun. So I want to play with that more, but I haven't done too much of it. Yeah, I'm excited to see how much more they keep adding to that, and I want to see that for every game ever, basically.
Yeah, I mean, it being a recom too, I'm sure they're going to push that forward to more and more platforms too. So
yeah,
you will see like a native like iOS and maybe like a Switch, not Switch.
Yeah,
I'd like to see. So right now the way it works is you get the like what is it like the Decomp app or whatever.
Yeah, load the ROM, right?
Yeah, you get it on Windows, Linux, Android, whatever, and it has Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow, and you upload the ROM to each, and then you pick which game you want to play. It would be nice if you could merge them, put them all together, and play it that way. I did see we were trying to mess with this, but we couldn't get it to work. There's a mod for the Thor to get a second screen.
Yeah.
And it has like the map and all this cool stuff on it. It doesn't work on Windows. It only works on the Thor. But Chris Mack?
Chris Mack, yeah.
He, I think he vibe coded it so that it works on Windows now too. So people are really churning out these mods. So it's really cool to see. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay.
Right here.
All right, so I'm going to date myself here. In the past, we've had consoles where like we had release schedules that were like 5 years. Was the lifespan of a generation. And over that, developers got better and better and better and better, and then even beyond doing things of what that generation of console was done for. Backing that into your statement earlier about okay, you're given a potato, and the developers say, okay, make it work, or so and so forth. Sony and the other companies, again, with the price not going down, and they've tasted blood. How do the developers take their power back and say, okay, we are going to become studios, we're going to make stuff that works with what we have, or so and so forth? Is there a path forward for the industry?
Are you asking who's making the? Are you saying like their fight with the publisher to like get the game out?
I mean, it would be nice if every developer could be their own publisher and so on. So you're giving us stuff like, okay, wow, we can see hair, we can see dandruff in the hair.
Right.
We didn't ask for that crap.
Yeah.
Is it really better?
Yeah.
No, it's not what we asked for, but it was something to move the needle forward to make us buy something else going forward. How do we make a better world?
Right, I understand. So the question is basically, we have all these fancy graphics. Every graphics keep getting better and better, but we're kind of stagnating right now. So how do developers bring people in if they can't keep, making things look better? I think unfortunately, most of the people in here or that watch us or that are into this, like really into this stuff,
are cool.
They don't really necessarily care how good someone's hair looks in the game.
Right.
But they're not really selling to us.
Yeah.
They're selling to the people at Walmart who are buying eggs, and they go, oh wait, Leon's hair looks kind of cool
Yeah.
in the new Resident Evil. So, or you see a commercial and you're like, wow, that looks like real life.
Yeah.
Like, think about the stupidest person you went to high school with. That's who they're selling to.
Yeah.
So I think that there's definitely a lot of stuff they can do outside of graphics or outside of technical limitations. I think there's a lot they can do to make us want to buy the game. And we already look at all the reviews and stuff. We're already seeing games that like maybe aren't the most technically impressive, but like this game looks fun. I want to play this. Like, I mean, Minecraft, in 2013 or whatever when that came out.
But I think, Minecraft is still technically a game for children. And I think we equate like games like that with a lower like graphical fidelity.
Yeah, little chibi
for
guys,
like, for kids, whereas like Call of Duty looks realistic, so that game's for adults. Grand Theft Auto looks realistic, so that game's for adults. So I think, maybe if like Hi-Fi Rush was an actual success, that would have changed things. Because like here is a game, it's clearly heavily stylized, but it's selling very well, it's very popular, people enjoy it, so we can afford to make more games like that.
I think they're going to be forced to now that we're running out of the compute power on our end, they're going to be forced to not utilize like the latest graphics cards.
Right.
They're going to be forced to do the best with the lowest common denominator.
Right.
So I think that we will get games that run better on shittier hardware, but also don't really focus so much on the graphics or how many characters are on screen at once or any of that stuff. Make the game good, make the game mechanics good, and then all that other stuff is the cherry on top.
But I think a part of the problem is, most games, have a horse in it, and you can ride a horse in it. But in
every game has a horse.
Yes, but in Red Dead Redemption, the horse's testicles deform in real time as it gallops. So like somebody's gonna hear that and go, hey, how come our horse testicles don't deform when it gallops?
And the answer is because we don't have 10,000 people working.
We don't
on
have
the game.
Rockstar money. We're like, all right, we'll figure it out without Rockstar money. And that's how, yes, Dad, in Red Dead Redemption 2, the horse's testicles deform in real time as it gallops. Yes, that is a true thing.
Yes, thank you.
No, like that's
He was really interested into the horse's balls.
No, like
You want to pass it in?
they published that in like the press release. That when they talk about like the graphics and like what they did, like we have like all these different animal species and like the engine is so advanced we were able to make the horse testicles deform in real time. And it's like I could have gone my whole life not knowing that. Yeah, but like that's what I mean by like they keep adding things that we don't ask for and we don't need, but like that makes the game sound more realistic, and we equate looking and feeling realistic with being better. That's not always necessarily true. It helps that Red Dead Redemption 2 is a good game, but Assassin's Creed doesn't need that, Sorry.
So, based on what you're talking about, how they are changing, you predict that the change is going to be future, less focus on graphics. Nintendo is seemingly doing the exact opposite right now, because Star Fox, Ocarina of Time, and who knows what else. There's been rumors about other games that they're pulling from the vault and giving them a graphical overhaul. What are your thoughts on that?
So I would disagree a little. For Nintendo, it looks like a major graphical jump.
Yeah.
But if you're putting that against like the best stuff that like Sony and Microsoft have, or any of the like PC companies, it looks like something that would have come out 10 years ago.
Yeah.
So like it does look really good for Nintendo, but it's just they're stuck on hardware that's like 10 years old.
Yeah.
I like what they're doing though. Like I know people clowned on the way Star Fox looked, but I think that in motion it looks better than it did stationary. I think the pictures, the screenshots from Star Fox look terrible, but the game looks good.
The initial look is jarring because like that's not what Star Fox has looked for the past 20 years. So I think, Nintendo has found that niche and they are able to make it work.
Nintendo is the best at doing the best with the least hardware that they have. They're really good at just creating a style and letting that run good and letting the art direction carry it.
Yeah.
And I'd like to see other developers sort of, pick that up. I want cool art direction. I don't want real life. I already have real life.
Yeah,
It
sucks.
Real life fucking sucks.
It's hot outside.
It's hot out. I want to be away from it.
Yeah. All right. Next.
Hello.
My name is Dumbledore Jr. We had met a year ago. You gave me your custom-made Game Boy cartridge.
Oh, congratulations. I ran out of those. If everybody's hanging out after this, we usually do a signing. I don't know if we have that set up, but we will try to hang out. I have a bunch of PCBs. Did I give you one last year?
You did.
Okay. Right. I have those still, so I'll be giving those out.
Well, I wanted to ask as well. Again, I want to make sure I stay on topic. I don't know what the thing is. I don't know if it's a simple.
We were talking about horse festivals before.
If you want to ask us our favorite place to eat on Long Island, we can talk about that.
Thank you for clarifying.
Of course.
Getting to the whole, gaming thing, I'm just curious to hear of something that really irked me. I feel like I want to make sure I address the gaming community. Your thoughts regarding what PlayStation did in their brand new policy of eradicating digital media and disc by 2028, saying that we'll see what happens, pretty much F the gamers and all that stuff, and now people are trying to make a boycott for it, like, ban PlayStation Network, don't use PlayStation for a whole week. What are your thoughts regarding that? And to end on a lighter note, 17K away from 1 million subscribers on YouTube. What are you going to do with that?
Thank you very much.
Our dad is very happy you mentioned that.
Every week I get a text. There's a switch on the mic on the top. Could you?
told me this was on.
You're good.
Testing.
You're
One,
good.
two,
You're
three.
good.
ABC easy is 1, 2, 3. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
He texts me every week and tells me the subscriber count because I don't want to look. What are we talking? Oh, okay. So
the PlayStation.
Let's start with the bad news, the PlayStation thing.
Yes. So I feel like on the main channel, I haven't talked about it.
No, on the podcast we talk about it every week because it's like the only gaming news happening.
On the podcast, for the past I think 5 weeks we've been talking about something related to digital or physical media dying.
Spoiler alert, there's going to be one on next week too.
Yeah. So there's a lot to go over there.
Yeah.
I do think it's really shitty. And I mean, we're here at a convention that's like a flea market of physical games.
Yeah.
And
physical games that worked back then and will still work now.
And what you see here is what you will see for the next 20 years of the Retro Game Expo, because no one's going to be having physical games anymore.
Yeah.
So it sucks. And like everybody here likes this shit. We like going to conventions like this to peruse, and you just won't be able to do that anymore, which is horrible. I think it sucks for preservation. I think it sucks that we don't have the options to like go to the store and get something for maybe cheaper than it would be on the digital storefront. But I think that it was inevitable. The companies knew that they were spending a lot of money making physical games that they didn't need to. Take-Two today said that 90% of their market is straight up digital.
Yeah.
So there's absolutely no incentive for them.
Right, but even like aside from Grand Theft Auto, like their NBA 2K is like the biggest game they've ever put out, and that is mostly a digital purchase.
Think about I don't play a lot of sports games, but think about your friends that play sports games. Are they going to Walmart? No, they're gonna freaking download on their PlayStation 5 because it's the easiest way to do it. So
Daniel Ahmad said it was closer to 2%.
Daniel Ahmad said it was closer to 2%?
Closer to 2% of people that still buy physical games.
Yeah, I believe it. Yeah. The numbers that we've previously seen, even like a year ago, people were saying that sales were like 50-50. But they don't report digital sales that much. Like these companies kind of keep it a secret.
Yeah.
So we were always screwed. This was just inevitable. This was always going to happen. I wish that we could keep the option to have a digital thing. I think the thing I hate the most is that we're losing our ownership of the stuff. Mm-hmm. So right now, if you have something physical, it's on the disc or it's on the cartridge, and you should be able to do whatever you want with it. The law would maybe say otherwise, or these big companies would say otherwise, but that's how it should be. And we're losing that. We're getting a license now to play these games, and that could go away at any moment. And that is terrible, and that sucks, and there should be more regulations around stuff like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's terrible. I hate it.
Yeah.
Now for the good news. 17K away from 1 million.
Thank you so
what's
much.
the plans for Wulff Den?
Tell all your friends. I have 0 plans for 1 million. Should I do something? What should I do?
You should just go about your business. Like pretend like you didn't.
I kind of don't want to acknowledge it, but
I do have one idea though.
Yes.
If I may ask, and I'll same idea with this question, when has Wulff Den first appeared on the YouTube space? I'm just curious, how long has it been?
2013.
13 years. So I would say maybe let's do a whole compilation regarding the podcast, regarding all the stuff you've done, the videos you've done to contribute to the gaming community, to all of us on the internet from IRL to now. Your favorite moments, your favorite tips you gave, for the Nintendo Switch, for all these things, how to make it better, how to make good use of it. That's my idea, because it wouldn't be without us and without you giving us this stuff to help us enjoy these incredible consoles, incredible games. Without your tidbits, without your information, we will all be kind of lost without someone like you in the world. So I just want to tell you, thank you so much for all you've done.
This is a very motivational.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Do you know, speaking to your point about what this channel has done, do you know how many things in my Instagram feed now is just people putting the Odyssey on Game Boys and DSs?
I see
and
that a
it's
lot. I got really pissed off last night because someone sent me one, and it was very clearly motion tracked onto the Game Boy. It was a fake, and I got really pissed off. But anyway, there is a video for the 10-year anniversary that's kind of like a mini documentary where I interview a bunch of people. If you haven't seen that, I would suggest. I think it's called "I've Been Doing This for 10 Years," and I think that's worth checking out if you're interested in that. But maybe I'll do something else. But also, I gotta make something, and then I gotta sit on it until. It seems like it keeps getting farther and farther away.
Yeah.
Anyway, who has the mic? Me. So, Mecha Dragon, hello. Yes.
Oh,
now it works.
Yeah.
No, it's off. Flip this way. I gotta put a piece of tape.
Hello?
on. Yes, you're good. You're good.
Okay. So, how about we have a mini backlog episode for Long Island Retro?
Okay.
Backlog.
Nobody watches the podcast.
I know. The Backlog is the segment of the Wulff Den podcast, where we go through our entire video game collection. It's a collection of over 1,103 games.
Oh, wait, I gotta pick one.
We pick one at random and we talk about it regardless of whether or not we played it. We got to pull it up now because we were unprepared for this.
Sorry, I just thought of that. I couldn't think of good questions. Let's do a backlog episode.
Right.
Sorry.
Can I? I'll just pick a number.
23.
23.
Jordan right there.
23. Gremlins 2 New Batch for the Game Boy.
Wait, when the whole Hogan cameo?
No, that's the movie. Yes, the Game Boy game is you play as Gizmo.
So this is actually a great one. I'm surprised we haven't done this yet.
Me too, yeah.
I played a lot of this game for the original Game Boy
this is
growing up.
one of our first 3 Game Boy games.
This is a very formative gaming experience for me. This game is absolutely terrible.
Yes.
And I loved it.
Yeah.
As a kid, I was 4 probably playing this game. Do you remember buying us Gremlins 2 the New Batch for the Game Boy?
Not at all.
So
I just remember you playing it in Maui when I screamed at you to look at the.
because we didn't want to go to Hawaii, but now we're in Hawaii. This game, it's a platformer.
Yes.
And it's really complicated and weird. You get items like a pencil is your
pencil is your main weapon. It's I don't want to say it's a puzzle platformer, but it's one of those maze-like platformers where it's a 2D side scroller, but you have to go up and around and stuff, and you're very defenseless most of the time. So when the other gremlins attack you, if you don't have your pencil, you're screwed. It's very hard to jump over them.
This is an early YouTube meta. I'm pretty sure the Angry Video Game Nerd has a video on this.
No, the other guy from the channel has a video.
There's another guy?
Mike Matei.
Oh, okay.
The guy nobody likes.
They have, everybody talks about, I think it's the second level.
Yeah.
It is impossible to proceed.
We've beaten it.
Seemingly.
No, I've never beaten it.
I've beaten it.
I've never beaten it.
No, legitimately.
There's a really convoluted sequence of
Yeah.
events that you have to do in order to progress in the second level. But I'm a dumb little kid, and I was just playing the first 2 levels over and over again, getting stuck. I think there's a big there's a gap.
Yeah.
It's impossible to get over unless you have a certain set of items, and if you get hit, you lose the item. So
Yeah.
Anyway, game sucks.
The NES Gremlins 2, actually not terrible, but the Game Boy one is bad.
But I for some reason loved it and played it over and over and over again.
It's the prototypical, mom and dad only got me like 3 games, so I'm going to play just these 3 games over and over again. And, you get lucky sometimes because 2 of those games, it's like Mario or Tetris and whatnot, and then the other one is Gremlins 2, because like, oh, the idiot liked the movie, you'll just get him in the game and see if he, kills some time.
There's definitely no way to play this game right now.
No, unless you do it the wrong way, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, say no more.
Or you come to Long Island Retro and I'm sure somebody's got it.
We will sign copies of Gremlins 2 if you find it.
I've signed weirder games.
Yes.
Thanks for
That's
watching
exactly what I told your mother. The idiot likes Gremlins. Get it?
What did I say? What did I say? Thank you for watching the backlog.
Thank you.
Come to a podcast sometime. All right.
Yes.
What's going on,
nice
guys?
shirt, by the way.
Oh, thank you very much. So I reserved the Steam machine about 10 seconds after it was opened up, the 2 terabyte, and I have not gotten my email yet.
Oh, wow.
Still,
the 2 terabyte?
The 2
With
terabyte.
the controller?
I did the 2 terabyte without the controller and the 512, and I haven't gotten either email yet.
That's insane.
So that's crummy, but my
okay,
question
so my
is...
theory that the most expensive doesn't hold up. Okay.
But my question was around Steam Frame.
Okay.
So I don't care much about VR gaming, but the fact that you can play your Steam library, I'm wondering, like, am I going to be able to like put EmuDeck or do some emulation through there and be able to like kind of do like a VR or at least put the goggles on and be able to play like older games? Like,
I think that's the goal.
Like, the question is, are you guys going to cover more VR stuff? And I agree that like the current VR landscape, I don't know if it really caters to, I don't want to say to true gamers, but will you guys be covering like the frame and?
Yes.
Yeah.
I have not been sold on VR. I've tried it many times, and I did a video on the Quest 2. It was a sponsored video, so it's hard to tell my real opinion. But I did really like it, and I liked the games that I played on it. But it didn't take for me. Like I didn't keep doing it. And it's kind of the same thing with the PlayStation VR 1, because that was like when VR like was first a thing, and having a consumer version of that was really cool. And to show everybody like the VR and the playing the racing game, it's like cool, but it's a pain in the ass to put the headset on and clear the room and make sure no one's going to get in the way.
Setup-box is annoying too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, like VR is still like more or less prohibitively expensive for like a lot of people.
Well,
I mean,
so
How much is the Steam frame going to be?
the Steam frame is probably going to be like $1,000
minimum.
The Quest 2 was really cool because it was $300 at the time, and you could play the games on the headset. So that was like the lowest barrier. And I liked that a lot. There just wasn't really, it wasn't a good platform. Like there wasn't a lot of stuff. I think the Steam frame will have a lot more stuff because it's Steam. I think the most exciting part about the Steam frame is that it runs on Android architecture, and that will open the door for like better Android gaming. So like the most exciting thing about the Steam frame is what it's going to do for other hardware.
Yeah.
But if you're talking about playing like retro games and stuff, there are some, like right now I'm seeing there's a video that went around of somebody playing Mario 64, and they like opened the window up and grabbed Mario out and put him on the table in front of them. And like that AR stuff looks really cool.
Yeah.
It's funny. The novelty for me is just being able to play games that I've already played. I want to play like Diablo 4 with a controller and just have the thing on and just enjoy the games I'm already playing, but through another way.
Well, that's like with Resident Evil 4 VR. It's basically, it was the GameCube game, but in full VR. So you're now experiencing it in a whole nother light. You're actually there while the Gananos are coming at you.
So I don't know if the Steam frame will be enough to get me into VR. I think it'll be cool to try it out for a little bit. And it will render games on the headset, so you don't need to.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that it'll be the easiest way to play VR stuff. And I still haven't played Half-Life Alyx, which is supposed to be like the best VR thing. And I think that will be probably the best way to play Half-Life Alyx. So that might sell me on it. Whether or not I'm gonna make a bunch of videos, I don't know. I'm definitely gonna make one on the Steam frame. I don't know if I'm gonna just continue to make videos, but I am pretty excited.
I think VR still, after all this time, it's very much like a niche enthusiast device. You know, most people are happy with a Toyota Corolla or whatever, but like VR is like the Bugatti Veyron of like the video game world. Like the people who like it, love it, and it is cool, but like it's not really worth the money or the efforts to like go about it for a lot of people.
I think there's not a lot of good games. There's a lot of really bad games.
Yeah.
And I think that the mechanics just aren't good. So like I think that it's a really cool idea, but like adapting games that currently exist into VR is not like, how do you move in VR without getting sick?
Yeah,
like they're still like trying to make that perfect. It's kind of like, how do you move in a 3D space? Like we figured that out in like '96, but like we're there now. How do you move in the real world when you have a headset on? So we'll get there, but I don't know if I'm gonna like it more than playing games the way I normally do. If you like Diablo, in my PlayStation VR, I'm pitching all my old videos.
There you go.
PlayStation VR 2, in that video, there's a game that I played. I think it's called like Demio. It's VR and it's all like your character's like a little chess piece and you like move them around. And I played that with my friends, and that was the coolest thing that I did in VR because it's like basically like Dungeons and Dragons, but like you're picking up pieces and moving them and stuff. That was really cool.
Thank you.
That's the VR corner.
Bonus question.
Yes.
Death Stranding last year, I asked you how much progress have you made. How you doing?
Zero. Zero progress. Yellow shirt.
I looked at this.
Oh, well, these guys.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. All right, fine.
You know what?
Go.
Fist fight over.
Get a yellow shirt.
Yellow shirt.
These guys, we've been ignoring these guys in the corner.
It's on.
Okay. You're good.
First of all, I just wanted to say I love your shirt.
Thank you.
Fuck AI, it ruins everything. So I have, it's not really a two-parter, but it kind of is. What is, staying on the topic, what is your favorite experience with a handheld console, and why is it Gremlins 2 the new batch? No, seriously, what is your top, most memorable moment with any handheld console? Or favorite, even?
This is rough because there's so much.
Yeah.
This is my most memorable console with a hand. My most memorable moment with a handheld. I'm repeating it just in case. I mean, the easiest one to say is the Switch 1, just because that is, I had so much time with it, and it kickstarted the whole YouTube channel and everything. That is. And I have still a huge Switch 1 library, and that kind of opened the door for all of these other handhelds. The Switch 1 came out at a time when there weren't really a lot of other handhelds, and there was after the Switch 1, there were some Chinese handhelds that started getting good, and then Valve came in and was like, let's make a PC one, and now all these other laptop companies are making them. So that was really formative and really important. My favorite, I'm trying to think if there's one that really
I still think about, because I had played Doom 2016 on Xbox originally. It was a great game and I loved it and stuff. And then I think we got a code for the Switch version. And then I booted it up on the Switch, just thinking all right, I'll see what this is about. And it I know it doesn't look the same, but it looked the same. It played the same. The fact that
the screen's smaller, so it does actually kind of look the same.
Well, that's just the point that we got to a point where the handheld version used to be the bad version. Now the handheld version is the same version as what you can get on a home system. I will never forget that moment because we had progressed so far to where everything is the same now.
Yeah, so that I think really is what opened the door to me wanting to play most stuff.
Yeah.
On handheld, just to have the option. Honestly, I don't play most stuff on a handheld. I play it on my PC, but I like having the option to lay on the couch and continue playing it.
I always say, can you take it into the bathroom with you and use it on the toilet?
That's what matters.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that matters.
It does.
That's the only thing that matters.
Our earliest videos before the Switch came out.
You put handhelds in your pockets anymore.
No.
I wish there were more handhelds you could put in your pocket. Our earliest videos before the Switch 2 came out, before the Switch 1 came out, we were Wii U guys. And we were,
barely.
We got a Wii U, we got some backlog of games, but I was blown away that you can just play the game on the gamepad on the toilet. Because we had our TV and then behind it was the bathroom. So we just pick up the friggin' game and just go take a shit and you finish up your Mario game. Yeah. And most of the Mario games ran on the gamepad. And I was like, this is cool. If only they would make something where you don't need the console. And then they did.
Yeah. Question, how can you do that?
How can you take a shit?
We have time for a biology lesson.
Anywhere in the house,
The TV was on the other side of the bathroom.
Yeah,
so like,
it was within the 25-foot range.
Like if that's the TV, the bathroom was right behind it. So
while you're on the gate.
No, it's wireless.
It's wireless.
Wireless. Yeah. You get like 20 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not very big.
Yeah.
Back there, blue shirt. You're all good.
You're good.
Hey.
Hello.
Hello.
Am I good? Okay.
You're good. You're good.
Sorry, it's a little surreal seeing you in live form and not on like a screen with my lunch in front of me, because that's usually how I watch it.
I'm the
Get this man a sandwich.
I'm the food content.
But my question is a little bit away from gaming. Obviously you guys do a lot of videos. You guys dabble in photography, dabble in cinema and all that. When you're creating your videos, and obviously when you have handhelds, you have to make it look compelling. You have to keep it interesting. And you guys have done an amazing job doing that. What's kind of the thought process of how am I going to shoot the B-roll? How am I going to position the lighting? How am I going to position the camera so that I have enough B-roll to keep people entertained?
So I've been in a little bit, I don't want to say like a funk, but it's gotten pretty monotonous, I would say. I'd say it's gotten a little like repetitive. I've been, I'm basically like rushing every time I'm making a video to like, all right, I got like, like a couple hours, like I got to get all the B-roll so that my like editor can get started on this. So the thought process, I would say there kind of isn't any. Like I have all my stuff, I have a couple of places I like to shoot in, and I know what lighting's gonna look good because I do it every week. Sometimes it looks bad, but like you gotta just do what you gotta do. So that's what I do. I think about the shot that I need. Like I have a Google Doc that's my script. I talk the script to the camera, and then I leave notes where I need the B-roll to go. That's the parts where I'm not looking at the camera and I'm just reading off my phone or something. And I'll mark off what B-roll I need for there. And if it's like, oh, I need, what did I do yesterday? I'm doing a video on a controller, and I'm showing that the buttons are clicky. I write clicky buttons. And now I know I need to get a really close-up shot of me clicking the buttons, and the microphone needs to be right next to it so that you can hear the clicky buttons. And I know I like shooting on this table. I put one light up here, I just wheel it over, and I get the shot, and then I move on to the next shot. So I try not to think too hard about it. I think about where I want to shoot it, and whatever environment I'm in, I try to like incorporate whatever's in the background. Like if it's like a window, like I try to make the lighting look nice. It's kind of I guess situational. I don't think too hard about it. If I think too hard, I might get disappointed by the outcome. So like get a general idea of what I want. I just got to get it done, and then I just go and I do it. Did that answer your question?
100%.
Okay.
100%.
Great.
Right next to you.
Right next to you.
Hi,
We're getting there.
Yeah.
So yeah, first of all, kind of great seeing you like that, because I agree. Usually, I just see you, watching on YouTube or something. And first of all, because I'm all over from Europe.
Oh,
wow.
Crazy.
Yeah.
What are you doing here?
Yeah.
I'm just in vacay. That's it.
What was that?
Vacay.
Vacation. All right.
Okay.
On Long Island?
Well, New York. Well, I wouldn't say I really like Garden City. I'm from New York.
Okay.
Yeah, but anyways, we're just talking about graphics and how game companies might want to like dial back a bit. So it might run on like older stuff. And do you think like the AA game category might come back then? And if so, would you like to see like any specific game series come back?
Yes, absolutely. Do I think the AA game industry?
I literally just saw something like THQ Nordic. Remember them? They just announced like 30 games in active development. 12 have not been announced yet. So like that is AA if I ever heard it. So like there's still a market for it.
It's inevitable. These companies are spending way too much money and way too much time on games. They can't, it's not sustainable to put this much money and this much time into every single game. They will not make a return.
Yeah.
So they need to spend less money and make smaller games. And I hope they're learning that. I feel like they're not, but that's the only way the games industry can move forward, is if we get a lot more smaller games that are a lot more creative.
Yeah.
So yes, I think AA games. There's plenty of stuff.
Yeah,
What do we think that we'd like to see come back? I mean, I loved the first Mirror's Edge, and they tried to make a second one, and that one was bad. I don't think they're going to do that again.
No, we're not. I mean, that's also the problem too, because like they only see the numbers, and if a AA game doesn't hit an absurdly high number, then we're not going to get another.
But there's indie developers. Like I saw one. The reason I brought it up is because there's one floating around Twitter. Someone made a new Mirror's Edge, and it looks exactly like Mirror's Edge. So like, look at that and help them, finish it. And just make it Mirror's Edge. That's what Sega did with Sonic.
Yeah,
and it worked. And they haven't done that since fucking 2017.
Well, we'll see what happens with Crazy Taxi when that comes out.
Well, I don't know. Yeah. I don't know if that works.
Actually, sorry.
I know.
All right.
Have you heard also of the new Bubsy?
So I haven't actually played it. I played Demon Tides, which is the same developer, and it kind of looks like it plays exactly the same. And Demon Tides is awesome. So I think Bubsy is probably awesome.
I tried playing the demo of Bubsy 4, and something innocuous happened that turned me off completely. And it was something as stupid as I couldn't pause the 12-minute opening cutscene. I had to sit there and watch it, and by the time it was done, I couldn't play Bubsy 4D. I'm like, I am not continuing this demo.
Yeah, it is an indie developer.
Yeah.
But I like his other game, so I think that Bubsy 4D is probably pretty good. Yeah. But yeah, no, you're right. That they see a developer, they're like, all right, you make good games, just put Bubsy in it.
Yeah.
And that seemed to work out for them.
It looks like he's here. Go and say hi to him.
He's here?
Yeah, the voice of Bubsy, Sean Chipmunk.
That's all.
That's who that guy is, Dad. He was asking me before.
All right. Thank you. Pass it all the way to the front. We've been ignoring this guy.
We got. I saw you. We'll get to you.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. You're good. You're good.
Yeah, don't touch anything.
Regarding graphical fidelity, what do you think about Lies of P on Switch 2?
Haven't played it.
It's very good.
It's very good. I hear that the game is awesome, and I would like to play it someday. I think that, the Switch 2 makes it so much easier for these companies to port stuff over there. They're basically Lies of P came out a few years ago. This is basically just that game running on a low-powered PC.
Yeah.
The lowest system requirements possible. Just put that on the Switch. And I would love to... every time they're putting an old game on the Switch 2, it's great.
Yeah.
Because it opens the door for, more people to give it a try. Back in the day when I was a Switch 1 guy, I would wait for games to come out on the Switch 1 because that's just where I wanted to play everything. Now I can play games on a PC. I have the Steam Deck. I can do it, whatever. So I kind of just wait. I can just get it the second. They usually come to Steam first, so I just get it. Yeah. But I was once one of those people that would wait for the game to come on Switch before I even experienced it. So getting everything to come out on Switch 2, I think, is awesome. And I think that they're seeing the value in that, and it should be relatively easy for them to do. It's a little hard for indie developers because dealing with Nintendo is not easy. They're very they're not very communicative, and they have very strict rules about what developers need to do to put it on their platform. But for big publishers, it should be as easy as save as and put it out.
Yeah.
So it is cool to have that stuff.
Thank you.
Thank you. All the way in the back.
Can I get one in?
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Real quick.
Sure.
First, I'd like to say I'm new to this. I came with my boy to play video games, have a great time. It's very interesting. It really is.
Thanks for coming. Yeah.
So if my question's a little rookie-ish, I'll understand.
That's okay. It's all right.
Why doesn't Nintendo, they got the money, become like a PlayStation 5? I'm the guy at Walmart looking, going, not the ball test, but the hair. I don't understand. I always wondered that.
What do you mean?
Nintendo has enough money to compete with PlayStation.
You mean make a really graphically powerful device?
Again, I just sit there with my son playing video games, so I'm looking at it in their perspective of better graphics. It looks cool.
I think
why wouldn't Nintendo go that way?
Yeah.
They got the money.
If I can posit my theory, basically, anytime Nintendo tries to do a graphical powerhouse device, it doesn't work in their favor because they like to use as little money as possible in building their machines So like the Switch 2, even as good as it is running on older hardware. Older hardware is generally cheaper, and they can do a lot more with it because it's older tech. They know how to make it.
One aspect is they try to make everything as cheap as possible because it's basically adults buying it for their kids.
Yeah.
So they want to lower the barrier to entry as much as possible. But also, they're not a tech company. They have games, but they don't make a lot of hardware.
They got their start as a toy maker.
Sony makes computers and a lot of stuff. Yeah. So they have the manufacturing power. They have all of the components and everything. They have the production line. They have everything figured out. Nintendo needs help with that. So they can't do what Sony does, basically. And the other company is Microsoft, and they're Microsoft. They're the biggest computer company in the world. So they just can't compete in that way. The only way they can compete is by making something that's designed really nice, that's cheap, and make everything else about it really nice, you know?
And innovative.
And
just one more question to you guys. What was the difference where, playing video games where you actually got a passion? Do you remember, was there a certain moment? I'm a sneakerhead. Went to Roosevelt Field, Grape 5, Jordan 5, 9. I mean, like,
I know what those are.
There you go. No, that's my thing.
But yeah, no,
was there
I
a
know
moment
what
where
you
you're playing a game where you're just like so intrigued where I wonder how this actually works, like the mechanics of it, like the guts of it. Was there any...
Video games is just one of those things, like, it has always been in our life. Like, it was just there. And so, like, we would play it all the time. And then after a certain point, I don't know, like, when I found out how movies were made, and then it was just a shift to the left. It was like, oh, video games are similar and they get made this way, and there's people who make the games. And you start reading like the video game magazines and stuff to start for like cheat codes and walkthroughs. Then like you see the articles like where they interview like, the people who make it and why they made it and this, that. And so like, it's just like a snowball effect from there, I would say.
Yeah. I also think, we got games, and then friends would come over, we'd play the games, or we'd go to their house and play the games, or we'd go play games and then, like, on the schoolyard, like, trade Pokemon and talk about Pokemon and stuff. It became like a sort of culture. Like, we got, like, stuck in, like, the gaming culture. And there wasn't a lot of content when we were growing up about games.
Yeah.
All the content we had was all of our friends who also played the games. So we were starved for like talking about games.
Yeah.
Like we really wanted to talk about it, but there's nobody to talk to, and there was not enough content to consume that was gaming related. There was some stuff that would, every time it would show up on TV or there'd be a movie that like even talked about games, we were like, oh look, there's Sonic in the movie or something. So we were like super jazzed about that. Then the internet started to, become a thing. And people were making videos, and it was really easy for people to make their own content. It started to become about video games, and the culture grew. And that's, it kind of just snowballed. It was all just a snowball effect. There was never like one thing where I was like, I love games now.
Yeah.
It was just a snowball effect of just how we like grew up, basically.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course. All the way in the back, black shirt.
Yeah.
Yes. Pass it.
Pass it. We will get to your question too. We will get to all questions. God damn it.
Maybe not. We got like 5 minutes.
All right, make it fast.
7 minutes.
Question.
Yes.
My friend recently bought AYN Thor.
Yes.
And I'm looking for a console to take with me on multiple trips. I have multiple options. He's convincing me to buy a Thor, but I'm not sure if I should. Or if I should.
What games do you want to play?
PC games. PC games, emulators, the wrong way.
So, I would have loved to tell you to get a Steam Deck, but they're too damn expensive right now. What type of PC games? Yeah, what are your favorite PC games that you're playing right now?
Like really easy ones. Plants vs. Zombies Fusion.
Okay.
Like nothing too demanding. Undertale, Deltarune, all those.
Fine with a Thor.
Okay, so whatever games you want to play, I think the website's called MU Ready. Go there and make sure that it runs on the Thor that you want to get. And the ones that you want to play sound like they are probably going to be fine. If you definitely want it as a PC gaming machine, I would suggest getting a PC handheld. Like, I think the cheapest and like most affordable one right now is the white ROG Ally, the Xbox one. I did a video on it a few, weeks ago. That was because the Steam Deck price went up so high. So, and you can put emulators on that too. It's not as cute and it's not as like pocketable as a Thor. I think the Thor is the best because it's like one of the only handhelds you can put in your damn pocket these days. And that's important. But I think that you'll probably have better compatibility with an actual PC handheld. It's just a lot of them are expensive right now. So you should weigh your options, make a chart of like what games you want to play, and see how much run on the Thor and what will run on, you know, an actual PC handheld. Do that before you spend the money on a Thor and get potentially disappointed. Because like you can get in your head like, oh, these games are like, you know, not very demanding. Yeah. But then you play it and there's something else about the game that like blocks it from playing. So those are the two suggestions I would have. Right here.
You.
This might be our last question.
So I don't know if this is like a new idea, but I had it sitting here, right? In the way that they're making all these like handhelds, and I get there's a push for handheld, you know, but all these like overseas emulation piracy devices, is there a world where like Microsoft's moving into like software more than hardware, and like PlayStation is like shooting itself? Is there a world where like the Retroids kind of move in to compete with like console spaces and stuff?
So I would have said no to you a few months ago, but the Thor, the AYN Thor, is like almost mainstream now. They're about to start selling it in Best Buy. It's going to be a lot more money, but I think that that is the gateway to these things, you know, becoming an option for people.
Because like if piracy is the issue, then I mean, well, let me put it this way: I'm not a narc or nothing, but how many people in this room have a Steam Deck? And on that Steam Deck, how many of you maybe have something that you may or may not have owned physically? It's not a trap. But none of us would do that. We would never do that. But I'm just saying, if the issue in the West, you were talking earlier, you said something about the legality of the implication of these devices, then I think with the Steam Deck already being the pinnacle of that, you know, I don't know how much that's a barrier.
It depends on how they market it. If they explicitly say emulation device can play all this, that, and the other thing, then then they can get in trouble.
So that's the issue. It's really difficult to market it because like a lot of the Android ones, like the AYNs before the Thor, they would market it as like a streaming device or like this is your Android gaming device. But like that's not fun. Like people want to be able to play emulated games on it. That's the fun part. The Thor, I think, worked because it looked so much like a 3DS. And they can kind of like make it look like it could kind of maybe potentially play Nintendo games. Those work so well because they're Android devices that don't come with games. You got to put the games on them yourself. Yeah. That's a little harder for a general consumer to understand, but it's legal. So I think that as we get Android, as we get more Steam stuff on Android, I think these Chinese Android devices are going to be huge. I think that there's potential for Valve to make a smaller, cuter Steam Deck or maybe something cheaper. We need cheaper stuff. Right now, the expensive PC handhelds aren't going to cut it. We need small, cheap Chinese stuff that we can play all these Steam games on. So I think that, yes, I think that there's going to be some big competition from these small Chinese, manufacturers.
Yeah.
And I'll buy them when they put them out. Right on.
Yeah. So we're done. Do you know if we have a signing area or something?
I have no idea.
You have no idea? I don't want to just like stand outside and like, I would love to, thank you so much.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I would love to carry, we usually do a signing and people can come up and we'll talk even more. We'll work on it.
Yeah, we'll figure something out.
Hang around for a little bit. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you. All right. What is that? What thing? Oh, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching us. Thank you for chatting with us. As always, the Wulff Den Podcast every Sunday at 8 p.m. right here on twitch.tv/WulffDen or youtube.com/WulffDenPodcast. Can't make the show for any reason at all. We always put the archive version up over on Wulff Den, youtube.com/WulffDenPodcast. You can go check us out. They're on demand whenever you want. If you prefer to listen to us rather than watch us, you can do that as well because we're also an audio podcast on any and every podcast server such as... Come on, guys. Apple Podcast, Spotify, YouTube Podcast, Pocket Cast, Audible.com. The list goes on.
I'm just trying to get your name.
Wulff Den.
Mad cool. What's his name?
Wulff Den. W-U... Oh, just take a call.
It's extremely tiny.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Any of those are fine. Nice to meet you too, man. Yeah, take care.
Sorry, I finished. Sorry.
Sorry.